Good afternoon and welcome to my Module 6 crew discussion. Before we get into the discussion, I need to let you know a few things. Our library system at my school is being combined. The upstairs secondary library is being combined with the downstairs larger elementary library. The secondary librarian left in June of 2020, and there have not been books purchased or checked out since then. The elementary library is used primarily for AR, and students come once a week to have books read to them. The school board has decided to hire one certified credentialed district librarian research specialist to oversee the library program. That will take place this summer. With that combination in mind, I decided to look at both the secondary and the elementary holdings for our 500s. We have a combined 279 books in the 500s section. And I decided to look at the 500s because natural sciences can grow and change. My general impressions were that the elementary collection is in pretty good shape. Books are well maintained. Inventory should be accurate. The secondary collection needs improvement. The first thing that has to happen is an inventory. Without someone in the library maintaining the collection, I know that books have walked away. So that's the first thing, is to do an inventory. That will happen this summer. The criteria for this section is looking at misleading or superseded out-of-date information. Also, when looking at books that need to be weeded, do they need to be replaced with another book, or is the information searchable on the internet? Could we borrow from interlibrary loans? And when we complete the inventory, we will also be checking for books that need to be repaired, those ugly ducklings. The findings, specifically in the 500s, I looked at the 520s, which are astronomy. I looked at the 590s, which are zoology. In the astronomy section, we had 12 books at the secondary, copyrights from 1957 to 1982. Of those 12, 10 have a copyright older than I am, which is 1970. Pluto was reclassified in 2006. I believe all 12 of those books need to be weeded. The elementary, there were 5 books, copyrights 1976, 2004, and 3 from 2014 to 2018, specifically weed the 1976 and the 2004. And moving forward, add astronomy books to the wish list for elementary and secondary, specifically junior high. I think that is a high interest if the book is accurate and current, also filled with pictures. In the 590s, we had 27 books at the secondary and 145 books at the elementary. For both collections, I think there's some weeding that needs to happen and some keeping that needs to happen. At the elementary, they are checked out often. Kids like to read about animals. So moving forward, I'd like to see the secondary collection grown, especially aimed at junior high interest and secondary reference. I'd like to discuss additions with animal science CTE teachers to see what ideas they have for adding to the collection. And we need to continue growing and weeding at the elementary. Again, animals are high interest and they are checked out often. Final thoughts. The elementary collection has been weeded better than the secondary. However, there's still room for improvement. For example, there is one book in the elementary on the environment, only one book on the environment, and that book has not been checked out in 3 years and has a 1985 copyright. Global warming was a new conversation topic in the late 80s. Climate change was not a yet thought of term. So you can see there's a lot of work to be had for that new librarian. These are my references. Thank you very much. Have a great day.